guys, so Halloween is coming up and you're probably deciding what to wear as your costume. I have decided to go as Mike Wazowski and today I will be making the costume. So I thought I would do a DIY how-to on how to make the costume. So yeah, check it out. You will need an exercise ball. Mine wasn't inflated, so I also needed a pump. You'll need cling film, sponges, a lot of glue. I think I ended up using like 4 bottles. Some green duct tape. You can use paint as well, but I opted for tape. A cutout of Mike Wazowski's eyes and mouth. A little container to put your glue in. I already owned a cap that looked very similar to the Monsters University cap, so I just used that. But any navy cap will do. And a lot of newspapers. Firstly, I needed to inflate my exercise ball, which took a lot longer than I anticipated. And we got ourselves a gym ball. Thank God. Now we're going to get our cling film and wrap the whole ball up, but we got to make sure that we don't wrap the part up where the plug is, because obviously later on we will be taking this plug out to deflate the ball from the inside. So yeah, make sure when you are covering the ball with a cling film, you don't cover this area here. Very important. The next part might get a bit messy because we're basically going to paper mache the whole ball. So I would recommend putting like a tablecloth here and stuff. What you will need for this part is glue, sponges or brushes, and a lot of newspapers, because obviously we're going to paper mache this bad boy. I bought these sort of roll-on sort of sponges, but any sponges will do. And then you just spend hours paper macheing it. Let's do it. So you want to get your container and fill it with loads and loads of glue. You want to add a bit of water to it, and you just keep mixing until you get like a sort of gloopy sort of thing. And it should look something like this once you paper mache the ball. And then you just carry on paper macheing layer upon layer upon layer until you make the ball hard. So I have now done a few more coats around the ball, and I think I'm going to leave it to dry overnight, and once it's dry and everything I will start working on making it green. It's taken a lot longer than I thought it would, but it's alright, it's all good. Yeah, a few coats and it should be fun. Also, I haven't made as much mess as I thought I would. This is actually pretty good for me because I thought it would look way worse. So you know how I said you only need to do 2 to 3 layers? Ignore that. For some reason I forgot we're using newspapers, which isn't the strongest material in the world, and obviously once you deflate the gym ball, if you just use 2 to 3 layers, it's just going to deflate and it's not going to stay and it's not going to be strong. So I would recommend doing like 10 to 12 layers. I've done as many layers as I can, and once you paper macheed it a few times, cover the whole ball in glue and leave it to dry overnight, because then it'll set and it'll become a lot harder. So yeah, this is what I have now. As you can see, it's all covered up. I have no idea if this is strong enough or not. And I'm slightly worried it's probably not, but there we go. Usually at this point you would deflate the ball, because obviously you haven't covered the hole, which so you could just take that out and the ball would deflate, and then you'd cut the holes out and then you'd paint or whatever. But I'm kind of worried that this isn't strong enough, so I'm going to actually tape it now, and then I'm going to cut the holes out afterwards. So basically I have green duct tapes, and I'm just going to cover the whole ball with it to give that whole green Mike Wazowski look. You can use paint, but the reason why I chose to go for tape instead is A, it's duct tape, so it's really strong and it'll stick to it and it might hold it all together a bit more, and B, because we're using newspapers, if you paint over it you might be able to see, like you would need a lot of paint and a lot of layers, and it's just really messy and I'm really lazy. So I just went for this because then you won't see the newspaper writings or anything like that, and hopefully it'll keep it together. I really hope. Let's start taping it now. How sick does that look? I'm so glad I used tape instead of paint, because it turned out so good. It looks so cool. And it shines, the light is making it shiny, so it makes it more like cartoony. But yeah, and it's made it so much stronger. Like it feels a lot more. I'm hoping that when I deflate the ball now, it won't, like it'll stay strong. But it looks so good. I am so happy with that. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, now is the most important part and the part that I'm most worried about. Now we have to deflate the ball and hopefully this stands up. I really hope it stays like upright and it doesn't just turn into a ball. So obviously I didn't tape around this part because we're going to deflate it now. And now we deflate the ball. Okay, next up you want to cut a circle shape here because this is going to be basically where you put your head. So obviously you need a circle to put your head through. I'm just going to get a plate and just mark it around. Obviously you don't need a plate, you can go freehand if you want, but I'm just really anal, so. You'll need a really sharp knife for this part. And then you just get the knife and slowly go around, cutting that edge. Okay, it's coming off slowly but surely. Then try and take your gym ball out, like so. So yeah, then you just want to do another hole on the opposite side for where your legs go through and your whole body goes through. So I'm guessing it's going to be a bit bigger. And to be fair, it's quite sturdy, you know. And then you want to do 2 holes for the arms. I'm going to try and put it on and see if it fits and if it's all a-okay. I feel like I'm putting a... I'm in. Oh my god. Now we want to stick the eyes and the mouth onto the ball. And this is what it looks like with the base on. That's pretty cool. Now to finish off the costume, you would need a pair of lime leggings and a lime long sleeve top. I bought mine for really cheap on Amazon and eBay. And also, if you want to go for the Monsters University look, you will also need a navy cap, like so. So this is a finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and you like how the costume turned out. I'm pretty happy with it. And let me know if you actually tried to do this costume. All my social media links are in the description bar. Let me know what you guys are dressing up as for Halloween, because I love anything fancy dress and costume related, so I genuinely would love to know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you guys next Sunday. Bye!